What's up, guys? Blizzard Productions here, back with another video, and as you can see from the title, I'm doing week 2 predictions for the NFL. I did this last week and I did terrible. I have not counted yet. I'll give you guys that number next week, what my total number in these first 2 weeks are of wins and losses, but I know for sure I am definitely have more in the loss column than the win column, because last week was a very unpredictable week. There was lots of things like the Titans beating the Giants, which was very surprising. The Giants beating the Titans, and the 49ers getting beat by the Bears, and the Bengals getting beat by the Steelers. There's a lot of stuff like that. So it was very unpredictable, but still, yeah. And also, in this video, I wanted to just say this right now. It is 6:28 in the morning, so I am going to a marathon, and so my video is only halfway done because I'm gonna be honest, I totally forgot until last night to start making it. So, with that being said, I have all the stuff ready, but I still have to do voiceovers. However, I need to go right now to the marathon, like right after I'm done filming this. So, with that being said, I don't know what time I'll be able to finish this video, but I do have all the morning games already voice-overed, which means that for you guys, I don't really know how to prove it, but I do have all that stuff voice-overed and already ready, but I still have to do the whole second half games and the afternoon games, and then the Sunday night game and the Monday game. So, with that being said, I still have about half the video to go ahead and make. So I don't know if I'll be able to get this out on time. Hopefully I'll be back by before 10 o'clock so I can quickly make it, but I don't know. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get into it. Starting off, we have the Steelers at the Patriots. This is a really evenly matched game, but I think the Patriots will go ahead and win. It, like I said, will be really close, and I honestly think that the Steelers have a big chance of coming away with the win. But first of all, it's at Gillette Stadium, so you have all the noisy and really good fan base of the New England Patriots. And not only that, but it's going to be hard for the Patriots to win 2 games in a row. All in all, I think the Patriots will come away with the win in this one. Moving on, we had the Panthers at Giants. Giants' first game looked good, and the Panthers looked okay, but the Panthers will come away with the win in this one. The reason is because I think that Baker Mayfield is honestly super underrated, and he does not deserve all the hate that he has been given. And I think that if you give him enough time, he will go ahead and make big plays. And I believe in this game, with the Giants' defense, I think that if the defense for the Panthers is able to go ahead and stop Saquon Barkley, they'll come away with the win in this one. Moving on, we have the Jets at the Browns. The Jets did not look good in the first game at all, and the Browns did, and I think the Browns will come away with the win in this one. First of all, it's on their home field, and it's their opening day of the season, so I think a lot of really good Browns fans in their fan base that is eager to see the Browns do really good this season are going to be very rowdy, and I think that the Browns will use that to come away with the win against the Jets. Moving on, we had the Colts at the Jaguars, and both teams did not look good in week 1 at all, but I think the Colts will come away with the win in this one. The Colts really underperformed people's expectations in week 1 against the Texans, and ended up ending it in a tie, and the Jaguars, they lost to the Commanders. So, both teams, like I said, did not look good, but I think that the Colts are more eager to get a win, and I think Jonathan Taylor will really help the Colts offense, and the offense for the Jaguars is just still, I don't think, that good this season. Even with having Trevor Lawrence, with all the rookie receivers and also the rookie mistakes that Trevor Lawrence can do, I think the Colts will come away with the win in this one. Moving on, we have the Dolphins at the Ravens. Both teams looked really good in week 1, but I think the Dolphins will come away with the win in this one. It's really hard to predict this game. It's a really good game, and honestly, I think I'm going to be wrong on this, but I don't know. Jalen Waddle looked really good. Tua Tagovailoa, I think that's how you pronounce his name. It's really hard to do it, but he looked really good, and also Tyreek Hill looked really good. All in all, the Ravens, I don't think their defense is going to be enough to go ahead and stop this dominant offense for the Dolphins, and the Dolphins' defense also looked pretty good. All in all, I had the Dolphins winning this one. Moving on, we had the Buccaneers at the Saints. Both teams are coming off a Week 1 win, but I think the Buccaneers will win in this one. Their offense did not look that good in Week 1 as far as Tom Brady goes, but I think Tom Brady will pull himself together and just beat Tom Brady. And the Saints, Jameis Winston, he also looked really good, and they were losing, though, most of that game, and luckily, the fourth quarter, they came back against the Falcons, who are used to always choking. So with that being said, I still think that the Buccaneers are going to win in this one. Moving on, we had the Commanders at the Lions, and I think this will be a really close game, but I see the Lions coming away with the win in this one. First of all, they have home field advantage, and second of all, because the Lions' offense and defense looks a lot more stronger than last season. They were really close to beating the Eagles, who are a very good team this season, and the Washington Commanders are not that good of a team, in my opinion. So I believe that the Detroit Lions are going to be able to overcome the Commanders in a really close game. Moving on, we have the Seahawks at the 49ers, and this is going to be a really close game, but I think the Niners are going to win in this one. At least I hope, because I'm a fan of them. They do not play well in the rain at all, though, is the thing, and it's supposed to rain in California for the first time in like 3 or 4 months, and yes, I'm really happy about that because I live in California, but I'm also not happy because, like I said, the Niners do not play well in the rain at all. They did not play well against Chicago in the rain, and we saw that. And last year, they also did not play well in the rain at home against the Colts, who have an indoor stadium as their home stadium. So that does not look good on the Niners at all. And now they are playing against the Seahawks, who are used to this type of conditions in the rain. With that being said, I still hope that the Niners go ahead and win, because I do think that they are a better team, but I'm just hoping that conditions don't get to them. Moving on, we had the Falcons at the Rams, and I just now realized this is the Rams' old logo, but who cares? I have the Rams winning in this one. The reason is because the Rams are just too good of a team to lose 2 games in a row. They played not that good, but also it's against the Bills, who I believe will do very good this season. So with that being said, I think that the Rams will just stomp all over and have a redemption game against the Falcons. Moving on, we had the Cardinals at the Raiders. Both teams came off a big Week 1 loss, but I think the Raiders will win in this one. The Raiders are still a very good team, in my opinion. They have a lot of good receivers, and even though they lost to the Chargers last week, I think that they'll come back, and it being their first home game of the season, I believe that they'll be able to just beat the Cardinals, who do not look good this season so far, as we saw against the Chiefs. Moving on, we have the Broncos against the Texans for their first home game of the season. I think that the Broncos will win. The Broncos just look super good. Like I said, it's their first home game of the season, and it's their first home game of Russell Wilson being their QB. They did not do good and live up to the expectations against the Seahawks last week, but I think they'll have a big redemption game. I think they'll be able to come back and surprise and go ahead and show everyone what they really are. Moving on, we had the Bengals at the Cowboys, and if the Bengals do not win this game, I'm going to be surprised. I think they'll win this game by a wide margin. Dak Prescott is gone for, I think, 4 or 5 weeks. It might be even more for the Cowboys. So, with that being said, I don't know how the backup for the Cowboys is, but last week when I saw him, he did not look that good, and especially when you put him under pressure. With that being said, I think Joe Burrow will be able to take advantage of this Cowboys defense in their secondary and be able to finally look like how he looked last season and not throw that much picks like he did in Week 1. Moving on, we had the Bears at the Packers. The Bears had a good game against the Niners. The Packers had a bad one against the Vikings, but the Packers will win in this game. First of all, it's a home game at Lambeau Field, so hopefully the rowdy Packers fans will go ahead and help the Packers win in this game. And also, I think that was more of a fluke that the Bears were winning and they beat the Niners. The Niners are not a good team when it comes to playing in the rain. And so with that being said, the Bears are decent at playing in the rain, and I think that's what they took advantage of. With that being said, I see the Packers winning in this one. Moving on, we had the Titans at the Bills, and, the Bills looked really good against the Rams, and I think that they'll win in this one. Hopefully, I do picks with my grandpa, and they are my biggest pick of the week. I get 5 points if I win this game, but if I lose it, I lose 5 points. So hopefully, I am right on this prediction, and I feel like I am, but I don't know. The Tennessee Titans did not look good against the Giants, but the Giants also looked really good. The Bills also look really good. If Josh Allen can do what he was doing against the Rams, I see a win coming for the Bills. Moving on, we had the Vikings at the Eagles. This one is really a 50-50 guess, but I think that the Vikings will win in this one. It's the last game of this week 2, and I think that it's going to be really good. Like I said, I think it'll be back and forth, more offense than defensive plays, but I think there'll be some big defensive key turnovers too. But I see the Vikings and Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins doing really good and hurting the Eagles and coming away with the win. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. Hopefully I was able to get this video out on time, but if I wasn't, like I said in the intro, I do still have all the morning games already done. So hopefully this is posted before the morning games are even halfway done, so you guys don't think that I'm just like picking from those or anything. Now with that being said, I thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. Go 49ers. Hopefully they can pull off a win. I don't know. And I will see you guys next week.